Hello and welcome to I Hate Drums. This is lesson 11 of the beginner video course. Hopefully you checked out lesson 10. That was a new song called Oh Yeah, and that featured rests within grooves. And it's definitely a step up from Savannah, which was the first song in the series. In this lesson, we're going to be focusing on paradiddles, and we're going to be playing them at different note values like we usually do, just to get you well versed in playing them at different note rates. We're also going to continue to develop your independence by adding some foot variations whilst we're playing paradiddles. But what is a paradiddle? First off, you're probably thinking that's a pretty weird word, paradiddle. It's even hard to say, paradiddle. But it's kind of how the rudiment sounds. So other rudiments that we've already looked at are singles, which we covered in lesson 6, and doubles, which we covered in lesson 8. Both of these are what we call rudiments. And another rudiment that is really important for you to learn is the paradiddle. A paradiddle is essentially a combination of singles and doubles. The first part of it, the pa-ra, is right, left. And then the diddle is a double, right, right. The good thing about a paradiddle is that it kind of switches around which way it's going. So the first half is right, left, right, right, pa-ra, diddle. I didn't make it up. And the second half is the other way around. Left, right, left, left. Paradiddle. So the whole thing goes right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. And this is really good for developing the control in your hands because you're constantly switching between two singles and then a double, and then it goes the other way, starting with the left hand, two singles and then a double. So the switching between two singles and a double and switching from the right hand lead to a left hand lead is really good for building up the control in your hands. But we're also going to be doing this at 3 different speeds: quarter notes, eighth notes and 16th notes. Now it's really important for all of these, when you come to the double or the diddle, you don't go faster with that hit. So it's not paradiddle, paradiddle. You don't want to do that. It should sound like one stick, just continuously striking the drum. Da, 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 da. Just like with singles or with doubles. But let's get straight to the kit and try out some of these exercises. Okay, so we're going to start with the quarter note paradiddles. And just a reminder, a paradiddle, as you can see here, is right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. And at no point do you want to increase the speed or slow down within this exercise. It should just be a constant rhythm. We are playing quarter notes, so quarter notes are even. There's no speeding up and slowing down here. The thing that's important here is the sticking. So make sure that you're doing right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, which you can see underneath the exercise there. Let's give it a try at 60. 1, 2, 3, 4. Forgot to say we're going to do that twice. We did it twice. Okay, now let's try the eighth note paradiddle. So remember, we're playing eighth notes, so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and the only thing that we're changing here is the sticking to the paradiddle sticking. Again, you can see that paradiddle sticking underneath the notes here, so if you get a bit lost, don't forget to use those. You can also, as you play, you can also just say paradiddle, paradiddle. You might feel a bit like a plum, but it helps. So let's give it a try, 60 BPM. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Okay, now we're on to 16th note paradiddle. So for all you speed freaks out there, you're going to love this one. And again, we're just playing 16th notes, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, but we're going to be doing the paradiddle sticking. Right, left, right, left, left. So, quite challenging, but let's give it a go. Twice. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. Hopefully you managed that. Was quite tricky, was quite fast. Something you want to avoid when playing the paradiddles is emphasizing the quarter note like this. That does exist within drumming, but it's a separate thing. That's actually accenting the first hit and then just playing 3 quieter hits. So although it's valid within drumming and you will hear it, try not to do it at this stage. What you're aiming for is even hits across all of these exercises, because it should sound like one hit going. That's what you're aiming for between the hands. Because if you're getting that consistent kind of dynamic on the drum, it means that you've got a very similar control between your right hand and your left hand, whether you're doing singles or doubles. Quarter note paradiddles, not too bad. 8th note paradiddles, a little bit trickier, but hopefully not too bad. And 16th note paradiddles, pretty challenging. As always within drumming, the faster things get with the hands or the feet, the more difficult it's going to be. Likewise, when you're working on songs, the faster you're actually playing that song through, the trickier it's going to be. Not only the physical side of it, but also the reading side of it. If you're able to physically play quite fast, but your reading is really slow, if you're learning a piece or an exercise, you're going to have to go the speed that your reading speed is able to go. There's no point trying to push through physically if you can't read it that fast. But on to the next step. We need to move between these different note value rates with a paradiddle. And once again, we're going to use the same set of rhythms and the same set of changes that we've already seen in lesson 6 with the singles and also in lesson 8 with the doubles. But now we're going to apply those rhythms and note value changes to this bigger exercise, but as paradiddles. Let's give it a try. Okay, so by now, this exercise should be familiar, at least familiar in terms of the rhythm of it. Now, before we get into it, I just want to remind you that when we get down to the second from bottom line and the bottom line, things are going to get a bit trickier. Because as we saw when we were doing doubles in lesson 8, the leading hand kind of switches when we go from quarter notes in the third from bottom line, and then we're starting the second from bottom line as 2 quarter notes. So that's actually, it's going to start with the first half of a paradiddle, left, right, and then left, right, left, as it moves to 8th notes. So these last couple of lines might catch you out, but that's fine. Again, it's something you can work on in your practice time. But let's give this a try just now, 60 BPM, once through. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so pretty challenging. The good thing about the paradiddle is that constant switching between leading with the right hand and leading with the left. So as you work through this exercise, it's doing that quite regularly, to be fair. You know, initially, like learning the paradiddle should kind of get you in a good state of mind and good control with hands to deal with that situation. That's why they're so good. You can also do some fun things with them. Now at this stage, if you're feeling confident with that last exercise, you can actually continue to develop your independence simply by adding those foot variations that we've used before to this exercise. Now you might want to try work through the individual note values with those 3 different foot combinations first. And just to remind you, that was the bass drum on 1, 2, 3, 4, the hi-hat foot on 1, 2, 3, 4, or alternate feet on 1, 2, 3, 4 between the bass drum and the hi-hat foot. The easiest one to start with is probably playing the bass drum on 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's have a run through the exercise again whilst we do the bass drum on 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. Give it a try. Okay, so you might decide to now try that exercise again with the hi-hat foot on 1, 2, 3, 4, or with alternate feet on 1, 2, 3, 4. The more you practice these and the more variations you practice, the better you're going to get, and the easier things in the future will also be. So now you know what a paradiddle is, you know how to play it in quarter notes, eighth notes and 16th notes, you know how to move between, you know how to continue to develop that independence by adding some foot exercises underneath it all, and that's probably enough to work on for this lesson. So, until next time, enjoy.